for babes and wine. You lied, you'll never ever change and say bye-bye. So turn back now, you're only crying just because there's no return now. All this lying has to stop. Yeah.
Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to Liberty Loft Lessons. This will be episode number 43. The song I'm going to be teaching you guys today is a song from the intro, and that's called Lying Has to Stop by Soft Hair. Big shout out to Sam Cobbled, Melody Knows, who requested it most recently, and David Brown, who requested this song originally 10 months ago. This song has really been on my to-do list for that long, so I'm really glad that I'm finally getting around to it. For this song, I didn't know if I was going to do the live version or the studio version, so I made a poll on the community tab, and a bunch of y'all voted on it. Most of you guys said it depends on the song, but more of you said you prefer the studio version, so I switched it up, and I'm going to teach you guys pretty much the studio version. It's going to be sort of a mixture, but I'm going to be in the same key as the studio version. Also, I'm going to be in standard tuning, and I'll be using a pick for this one, which is uncommon for the rest of the Connan Mockasin songs. This song can be broken down into 3 easy sections. I'm going to start by showing you guys the main chords for the verse, and then there's a second chord progression I want to show you guys that is played mostly during the chorus. Lastly, I'm going to show you guys the outro, which he doesn't play live very often, but I just thought that was a really cool takeaway from the studio version. So I'll be showing you guys that as well. Again, this should be another easy and fun lesson, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright, so let's go over those chords, right? First, I want to say that I'm going to be in standard tuning for this one. I know that Connan is usually always a half a step down, but for this one, I'm going to stay in standard. Also, I'll be using a pick for this one. Again, when Connan plays it live, he's half a step down and he doesn't use a pick. For this lesson, to better match the studio version, I'm going to go ahead and use a pick. Let's go ahead and talk about those chords. The first chord is going to be a B flat major chord. The next chord is going to be G minor 7. The next chord after that is going to be just over 1. It's going to be a C major. Our next chord after that is going to be a D minor 7. And then quickly into a A minor 7. And then we're back to the B flat major. So the rhythm is going to sound like this. So this is what I meant by a mixture of the live and the studio versions. I could teach you guys the whole studio melody, but that would take a long time. I'm just gonna show you guys how he plays it live with just some add 9s. For the B flat major, for instance, we'll just drop our pinky on the 8th fret of the E string there. And so we'll go like that, just really quick. And we go down to the G minor 7. Like that, right? So and then for the C, we're gonna do the exact same thing. Into the and then we're on to that part that's like so let's go on and learn that part now. Alright, so this is the second chord section I want to show you guys. And we're going to start on that same B flat major chord. And we're going to go up a whole step to a C major. And then we can leave our hand in this position. We're just going to be changing our fingers to a C sharp diminished. And just play the top 4 strings there. And then the D minor 7, A minor 7. So. And we play that twice. And then we can go back into the. So that's the second chord part I wanted to show you guys. Now let's move on to that outro. Alright, so now we're on to the outro, and this is why I wanted to do the studio version, because when he's playing it live, he plays it a totally different way. But I just think the studio version sounds really, really good. And so it's basically going to sound like this. The outro is going to start on this B flat major chord again. We're just going to arpeggiate it, so we'll just strum from the top to the bottom, down to the 5th string like that. Then we'll move up to the C major. We'll just hit the top 4, and we'll do this walk up from the G to the A, minor 7. And we'll drop our pinky right there on the 8th fret of the B string. And from there, we're up a half step back to the B major. Except this time, same thing, pinky 8th fret of the B string. And when we repeat, we're gonna hit the pinky again. This time, we're gonna do this pull off 10 to 9 on the G string. Then you can pull off from 8 to 5 right there on the B string, and we're back home to that B flat major. The outro melody is played a little bit differently each time through, but the 2 that I just showed you are 2 of the most common ones that I found, and 2 of the ones that I think sound the best. So that should be enough to get you started. Alright, so here's a little bonus for all of you that want to play along with the live version, which is in a totally different key from the studio version, so don't try to play this along with the studio version. But the way Connan likes to play this, again, I'm tuned to half a step down on this guitar, but he likes to play the C major here, up to this D add 9, add 11, and then he'll go back into the C. Again, if you guys are trying to play along with the live version, I just wanted to throw that in there because I couldn't really decide if I was going to teach a live version or the studio version, and I just think that's a really, really cool part about the live version. I think if I was going to be playing this one, I would probably be playing the live version along with Connan and my guitar tuned to half a step down. Alright, so that's all the parts for the song. Alright, so that does it for the video, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to ask you guys to please like this video. Please consider subscribing if you're new here, because I have a lot of great videos coming up that you guys are not going to want to miss. I want to thank you guys for watching all the way to the end of the video, and until next time, my name is Charlie with Liberty Loft Lessons, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video.